Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So another newly pardoned January 6th convict is headed to jail. This is now 25-year-old Emily Hernandez. She had traveled to DC. She took part in the Capitol attack along with her uncle and one of his friends. So Hernandez was arrested originally for January 6th. She was arrested on January 19th of 2021. And she was one of the low-level offenders. She was hit with the basic 4 misdemeanor charges. Plus, she was seen in photos and on video. She was holding a broken piece of the nameplate for then Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi for her office. So Hernandez was also charged with a 5th crime of theft of government property. However, she was found to not have stolen the nameplate. She didn't break the nameplate. I guess she just found it on the ground, and held it up for the camera. But in January of 2022, the prosecutor allowed her to plead down to the misdemeanor charge of entering a restricted building or grounds. As a result, Hernandez was sentenced to 30 days in prison, 1 year of probation, and $500 in restitution. But just days before she took that plea deal, she committed another very serious crime, a lethal crime. On January 5th of 2022, so one night prior to the 1-year anniversary of the Capitol attack, Hernandez went out, got drunk, got in her car, and drove the wrong way on the freeway. She, again, gets on the freeway, she's driving the wrong direction. She crashed head on into a vehicle carrying a young couple. They were out for their wedding anniversary that night, for a wedding anniversary dinner. So this head-on crash ended up killing 32-year-old Victoria Wilson. Her husband was grievously injured in that crash as well. His name is Ryan Wilson. And when the police tested Hernandez, her blood alcohol level was more than double the legal limit. So Ryan Wilson spoke at Hernandez's sentencing hearing, and reporters say that he's still using a cane because of his injuries, because they were so serious. So he got up there, like I said, this happened 3 years ago, so the man is still very seriously wounded. And Ryan Wilson told the court, quote, "No matter how loud I cried out to her, I couldn't wake her. I couldn't reach her because of the airbags." Obviously, he's talking about his deceased wife. Hernandez also spoke at the sentencing hearing, and she said, quote, "What I did was ungodly, and I will live with that shame for the rest of my life. I am sorry for what I did, and if I could take it back, I would." So in the end, the judge sentenced Hernandez to 10 years in jail for the death of Victoria, and then he gave her another 7 years for Ryan's injuries. But the judge said that the sentences would run concurrently, meaning that she will serve a total of 10 years. And then following the hearing, Victoria's mother spoke to a news outlet, and she said that there's, quote, "an empty hole left in their family's hearts," of course. She also said, quote, "Nothing will bring her back. It was some relief to be able to turn and look her in the eyes and tell her how much harm she had done to us. That's a choice she made. She has to live with it." And because of this, because of Hernandez's selfish actions, they have 2 children who will now grow up without their mother. So such a horrific, sad situation. As I keep saying, the people who attacked the Capitol acted like spoiled brats that day, right? They refused to accept the fact that their candidate lost. And they had to have had some sort of belief that the laws and the rules in this country don't apply to them, because otherwise they wouldn't have been there. They wouldn't have committed the crimes that they did on January 6th. So it's not a shock to see so many of them have committed additional crimes even after the fact, after the Capitol attack. And who knows why she was out driving under the influence of alcohol that night. I've been wondering, like, is it because she was about to plead guilty for her January 6th actions, and so she was like drinking away her sorrows? Or, was it because she was maybe celebrating the 1 year anniversary? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, would love to speak with her, would love to ask her and find out what led her down this destructive path. But, was this a butterfly effect? Would this crash have occurred if Hernandez hadn't taken part in the Capitol attack? Like I said, if she'd be willing, I'd love to interview her and find out what happened, how her life got so completely out of control. So anyway, I will let you all know if I hear any more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like this video. Please share it. Subscribe if you have not. If you can help out with a donation, truly appreciate it. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.